think it's possible on the outside, but not so easy.
It all depends how the exit will be.
Maybe you're gonna really like need to stretch it out, like just like like just your frontal over and then like
It's pretty cool with a new track on the calendar, like, and it's a nice one.
Yeah.
That sounded very positive, Rasmus.
No, but
Yeah, but just want to say you're positive. I like it. Love it.
I'm happy to be here because it's a new track. Never been here, and it's always exciting going to the new places. I'm really happy to be in this part of Europe. Obviously, it's a track of Jorge.
But this isn't just a home GP. It's quite literally the hometown where he grew up, where it all started for him, to the point where the circuit itself is named after Jorge Prado.
Heading into Lugo, didn't really have an idea what to expect. But actually arriving there, I don't think anything could have prepared me or us for what we saw. Beautiful circuit in the middle of the woods. Nice and wide, a little bit of elevation as well, up and down through the center of the racetrack. The track looked impressive. Looked like it was going to be a fun track to ride.
Starting.
The track is with the big jumps, you know, wave sections, quite high-speed track with a lot of flow, what I like.
The nature of the ground was kind of a bit pick and mix.
The ground looks really similar to Argentina.
On the outside of the track, you could see that if it's dry, it might go hard pack like a Locket Argentina or something like that. Then other places, it was soft and loamy, and then a little bit sandy in other places.
I think some triples out of the turns and into the wave sections will make a big difference this weekend.
Si può pagare con carta qua. Ma che carta? Eh? Sì. Non sono buone almeno. Top. È un prodotto locale. No. Mico 10 euro però. Non lo so, 10 euro io.
Pomodori.
Potresti fare un po' di spesa però.
Mele di fiori.
Buenos días.
Los chicos?
Una de estas. This is breakfast. We are ready for today. Probably tomorrow we're gonna get back here if they're good. Yeah, we'll see how it's going. Ciao. Yeah, I had my first podium and first and only podium in MXGP last year in Spain, and it's always nice to be in Spain because it's people and are so much closer to Italy, and it's like everything is almost the same, and also the speaking. I like to to speak a bit Spanish with the people, and so it's always a nice and cool atmosphere to be around Spain.
Secondo me te dormi.
Mi! Un'altra storia adesso. No, it's something like the first race back. Because last week, I don't know if we can consider as a first race back. I'm feeling really good with the team. I mean, they're really good people, working good, and the atmosphere is nice. And yes, especially Rasmus, I think it was for the fact that he was a rider, he know really well how to deal with all the stuff that a rider need to deal.
So it's been a great relationship so far with him. Mattia is obviously super young in the MXGP class, and I really believe in him, and I've actually followed him since he's won 25 days. He got championships, he won a lot, and he moved also up to MXGP earlier than most would.
It changed quite a lot for me this year because I have like a bit more freedom to go around, train, to plan something. So I really like this.
You can't just have one manual for all the riders. So there's so many different personalities, so many different mindsets on every rider, and there is not one way that will work for everyone.
I think for the people it's cool to see what the rider is doing also outside of motocross life. Starting with some vlogs that I was doing alone, now we have a team and Astro Club, and a few guys that are following me around the world, and we're doing some cool projects, like we're doing some merch. The vlog series is a bit more serious now, and we're doing a good job. So yeah, it's good that people care about what I'm doing, and they also care about you, not just as a rider but as a person. I think it's really different.
Oh, let's say it was not bad. Only I thought I had the lap done. And so I said, yeah, I just don't do lap anymore. Just try to find lines for the race, and then I think I went better, but with not even 1 second.
You have two title contenders under the tent who both want to beat each other really badly, who both want to win, who both want to get the title.
I mean, I know my raw speed, my pure speed is, I will say, one of the best that I know. Just I'm not like to say I'm the fastest out there, but I know I am.
It's very important that they both know that they have the same opportunities, the same resources within the team. The track is still going to change.
In a good position for the start. There's no points in time practice.
No. I go inside, it's good. I thought maybe middle, but inside you can go less meters, and then you can...
It's also muddy on the outside. You can get pushed.
But of course it's difficult to manage that sometimes. So far it's gone quite well. We only 6 races in. So I mean, let the boys battle, but do it in a good way.
Tell you what, rule number 1, beat your teammate. Don't duff him up on the way through though. Oh, it's Kühnen down again! Kai de Wolf will win the Argentine Grand Prix here in Patagonia. Back-to-back wins for the first time in his career. Everybody looks like they're safely through. And as we say that, Lukas Kühnen goes down. And there you go. There is the boom or bust from Lukas Kühnen. He extends his lead at the top of the championship as well.
This last weekend I improved on this. Like I was trying to don't crash and just be intelligent on my riding, and it's been learning also. So yeah, I hope now those little mistakes will be gone and we'll be better in front.
The races sometimes feel long. We have communication with the guys that are on trackside, different places on the track, and the mechanics, what to tell them. In these situations, from the gate drops, regardless if the guys are having a bad start or a good start, you want to try and help as much as you can, and you can't really help that much because you have one way of communication, which is the pit board. You're really just standing there and yeah, hoping that the guys get the maximum.
Neither of the two Husqvarna guys made a great start. In fact, it was Adamo that was pretty much up front and trying to run away with it. Well, as the race unfolded, it was clear that Kay de Wolf definitely had speed. But he also had a little trick up his sleeve that he was jumping that triple down at the bottom end of the circuit.
As de Wolf, he's going to go wide and cut back and triple. Surely. Yes, he is. And that is a game changer in this MX2 category.
First lap, I was like, okay, we can hit this right now. And I started tripling that thing and just kept making passes lap after lap.
And de Wolf has finally found his way past Sasha Kunin. And de Wolf triples his way in, gains massive ground on the Frenchman once more. Benistan drifts too wide, de Wolf has it.
I thought there at one point that a second and a third would have been the maximum what we could achieve, and then a lot happened.
Oh, I tell you what, this is going to be juicy. We've got 2 laps to go.
I even said on the radio to everybody, look, it's going to be a war zone here in the end.
Towards the end of the race, you could see, actually, Adamo's going to be in trouble.
And Adamo has less than a second.
I knew I'm the fastest in the last 10 minutes. I have the physical strength to fight for the last few laps, and that's what I showed. Chased Adamo and got to his rear wheel.
And he will triple in, and he will double through here, and he'll go to the outside and scrub his way neatly through this next right-hander, but Adamo is right there. That'll probably kill some of the speed anyway. But de Wolf, all the way to the outside. Venekens. Adamo takes a look to his right-hand side, sees the red plate holder.
Kay just kept pushing, and it was very, very close by the time they hit the checkered flag.
Adamo hits the line, he takes the win, his second of the season. Less than a second in it, 6/10 between the Red Bull KTM and the Astana Husqvarna. Wow.
Lucas and Kay both have an opportunity to stand on the top step of the podium. For Lucas, it would be a second visit to the podium, but his first Grand Prix victory since Indonesia last year. If he carried the same kind of speed as he did in race 1, he's got every opportunity.
After the first moto, I was mad about myself. Like, I knew I could win it, but I couldn't pass Liam.
Lucas Kunin was steady away, coming home in 4th position.
The second moto, I need to execute that start.
Everts up on the pegs. He rounds out the first turn for his second foxhole shot of the campaign. Lucas Kunin there with him in second place. Lucas Kunin around the outside of Everts and into the lead at the first time of Askin.
When Lucas got himself up front and just started, you know, pulling some distance, it was going to be a very, very difficult challenge for other riders to try and whittle him down.
It's difficult to win a GP. We may think it's more easy than it is, but you need to beat everything perfect. Like, you need to have the starts, to be intelligent, to don't make those stupid mistakes, and then to be, like, perfect.
He is going to take the race win. His second race win of the season. Lucas Kunin takes the top step of the podium here in Galicia.
He was the man on fire. And when he crossed the line, you know, and to win that GP, you could see the relief just kind of all over him, his team down there in pit lane. And it was long overdue for somebody so talented.
I was super happy for Lucas. You know, after everything he's gone through this year, I think that he has learned a lot from last year. I just don't think we have seen it yet because of all the other stuff what has happened. Happy for the team, happy for all the people in Austria working so hard, you know. To be able to win 4 of the first 6 races for us as a team in MX2 class is really a dream start to the season.
I think if you can be on a bad day, you can be in the top 4, top 5, then you still had a great day. I made my points gap even bigger. In the end of the day, it was a really good weekend, and points-wise, it was an amazing weekend actually.
Mattia making the move to Belgium is a huge move for an Italian to come to Belgium and live and ride the sand and be in the rain.
Now I'm living in Lommel, so it was a really long and cold winter in Belgium. The weather is really shit. It's really shit. I had a difficult winter. It was cold and it was raining a lot. You don't have so much more extra from motocross. You go ride your bike and you come back at home, and that's all. You don't have anything anymore. Like for me also, that I don't have friends there, it's not so easy to meet people because they don't do so much. Like in Italy, we were always around in Italy doing something. There is a bit difference. Many times I was there sitting in the sofa at home and didn't know what to do. Just clean the house and cooking something or trying to spend the time. No, but I'm enjoying a lot to cut the grass. So I was thinking maybe I can ask to my neighbors if they need, because I can do something at least. To invest the afternoon after riding, I can go around and cut the grass for the people.
The story of Mattia Guadagnini is quite an interesting one, really, because when he moved into MX2 with KTM, he was always in sort of like the fight for top fives, was getting on podiums and things like that. He even held a red plate after Maggiora, and it looked like he could be a challenger for a world championship. But the following year in MX2, when he ended up with Decali, the first few races it wasn't going to plan, he got upgraded into MXGP. Maybe you're better suited to the bigger bike. Got a podium in Spain.
It's a big moment of my career because it was the first podium in the main class with the big boys, and big moment for me also now, because it means that it's possible to do. After that, I had some hard moments with few injuries, and I did 4 races after that GP. So in 1 year I did 4 GP, and it's not a lot, so things can change really quick.
And so in this sort of MX2, early MXGP period for him, things haven't gone the way that everybody expected, and certainly him. So I guess it's quite frustrating for him, really. I can imagine there's frustration, there's a bit of disappointment, a little bit of confusion, and but he's starting from zero again.
And I'm not sure if I would be still here with that motivation if I didn't make that podium, because when you pass some such hard times, you just grab yourself on these small things that means a lot to you. And I really hope to be able to be back on the box a few times again.
Hello everybody, welcome back to northwestern Spain. It's round 6 of the FIA Motocross World Championship, and we're at Lugo for the MXGP of Galicia.
Jorge needed to go in there winning the qualifying race on Saturday. He does that, that sets him up for the weekend.
If he's going to want to win anywhere, it's going to be here.
Everybody into that first turn, and it's Herlings who gets over the line first. Kaiser there in second, then Verlanderen in black in third, Prado there in fourth.
Tim, as a championship leader, needed to win that qualifying race just to say, hey, guess what? That's another point I'll take back. Thank you very much.
Kaiser already leading the way though, quickly past Herlings. Oh, I tell you what, very close down there between those two. Kaiser and Herlings, wow! Herlings dumps the clutch, handful of gas, hanging off the back of the bike, takes the lead on the opening lap from Kaiser. Talk about aggression. Kaiser regains the lead. Wow, it's all going on here in the opening lap. Prado, once again, going after the bullets. Tried this a couple of laps ago. This time he cuts to the inside. Can't get in there though, but he might be able to cut back here. It's right around the outside. Yes! into second place. The roar of the crowd in the grandstand there and all around this circuit. Over the triple, and Prado trying to already think outside the box, cuts to the right-hand side, rails the outside, final turn, Geiser knows he's there! And Prado closes down the door, we've got a new leader on lap 8. And it's the Spaniard, Jorge Prado, the defending champion, taking the battle to the guy who stole his red plate a week ago in Portugal.
When Jorge won that Ram qualifying race, that was like a, he was another couple of inches taller overnight. Could he do it again in the races? It was down to the starts.
Well, the atmosphere really starting to build here in Lugo, in Galicia.
There's two different psychologies. You have Jorge Prado chasing that points lead. He wants that red plate back at home.
But it is Jorge Prado who crosses the line for the 8th time this season.
But then you have Tim Geiser.
Geiser's gone down. Geiser out of 3rd place. Costly for the championship leader.
He's always in the race. He's always consistent. He's always there. He's not going to want to let go of that red plate either.
Opens up the corner, but he's off the side of the track. Oh, how can he get back on? He can't. Re-emerges just behind Bogas. Jorge Prado wins race 1 here at home in Galicia. Geiser holds a 3-point advantage over Prado as we head into race 2. The circuit drying out rapidly now since the break after race 1, where the sun started to beam down upon us, which means those bumps are becoming a little bit harder, more square edgy, a bit gnarly. Valandren with his first box-hole shot of the season. Jorge Prado leads on the opening lap. Where is Geiser? Geiser goes past Seewer, looks to make a move on Herlings as well, and he does. He parks the Dutchman. Great move that from Geiser as he moves into 5th place. Geiser making the move around the outside of the half, and it works for him as well, just as it did a lap ago on Herlings, and he's going to cut to the inside of Febvre, who doesn't read it well. Exact same line, exact same result. Tim Geiser only got one thing on his mind: get to the front as quickly as possible. He is full commitment down there, isn't he? He goes around the outside. It worked for him earlier on in the race, but there's a back marker there. You know what? He splits the back marker and Calvin Valandren, and he goes into 2nd place. They like that down there. Geiser now 2nd. One thing on his mind: that man right there ahead of him with the big number 1 on the back.
There was a point in the race where Tim and Jorge were tied on points at the top of the championship.
Oh, Geiser throws it away!
Until he fell in the later stages and Jeffrey went around the outside. That was the swing right there.
Jorge Prado wins all 3 races. He wins the MXGP on Galicia. It does not get much bigger or better than that. Madrid was a fairy tale. This is an absolute dream come true. 3rd overall, Kawasaki Racing Team MXGP, Romain Febvre. Jeffrey Herlings, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing with a 4-2 and 2nd overall. Jorge Prado, Red Bull Gas Factory Racing. 5 podiums this year, all of them on the top step of the podium.
Yeah, but I mean, I lose the gap to Seewer already at the beginning.
Yeah.
I try to keep on going to not lose the rhythm.
Yeah, but I think for the moment it was the right thing to do because you're settling in the rhythm, which was comfortable for you.
Exactly.
Finishing 8th in that second moto in Lugo, we were over the moon with that. You know, I know for sure how difficult it is to come back. and in MXGP class it's super difficult. It was a really good starting point for us, and what we really enjoyed to see was also that his riding was within the comfortable zone. Each and every GP now, he will get more used to the pace, he will get more used to the feeling on the bike, and we will be back to fighting for top fives, which is really the ultimate target, you know, and have some really good highlights during the rest of the year.
Results may not be so good at the moment, but I'm really happy with the feeling that I have, the way I'm riding, and I think it's a good starting point, and I just hope to keep on going with that pace and yeah, be in the front soon.